force all this mud slop on out down this trench behind us, on down out of here, where we can work it next couple days. Guys, we've had a lot of rain the last couple days, so we're getting ready to core this pond, get a core trench put in. Plan on doing that the next 2 days. So right now, what we got to do is clean this bottom up a little bit on the upstream side of the core, because we got to build a temporary dam. There's a lot of springs in this place, so basically all I'm doing is getting this trash and brush swept upstream so that we can get a temporary dam right out about where my stick is. Out here where I'm raking, we're going to build a temporary dam, I don't know, 5 foot high or so, to keep the water off of us for a couple days, so we can get the core cut in and filled and lifted and compacted in. We got Josh on the tractor in the pan. What he's doing is, I know it's hard to see with those bars on that glass, but you probably can't see, but Josh is out there. He's cutting more dirt, trying to get into some clay, dry dirt, and he's bringing it over here and he's dumping it right there in front of me. And what he'll do is do this for a few hours, get us a good stockpile of dry material, and then we'll get the dozer and we'll bring it across from where it is out there. We'll bring it across right through here and have us a temporary dam tie in right through here. Build it up 5 foot, 4 or 5 foot, something like that. That'll just keep the water off of us for a few days, give us time to dig everything out right through here, and let us get a core trench put in. So anyhow, that's kind of what we got going on. I'll let y'all enjoy the show. Got to be careful pulling this mud and this slop. And too many times I've seen guys get on here and not be paying attention and running wide open. Next thing you know, they grab a stick or a limb or something buried in that mud. They yank on it. Next thing you know, your whole front glass just be covered, splattered. You can't even see out of it. So, just a little tip. You get it moving in this slop. Slower is usually better. There's Josh coming in with another load. Let's see if I can get my boom out of the way and let y'all watch him dump. he's obviously not moving real fast this morning. It's like I said, we've probably had close to 3 inches of rain since last week. This is the Monday after Thanksgiving, so it's pretty wet right now, and so he's having to take his time and get a good foundation put down so that he has something solid he can run on. I know a lot of guys think that big tractor, 8 tires, you got to be able to go through anything, but it helps, but that's not the case. That tractor will go down if it doesn't have a good foundation. So that's what he's working on right now, taking his time and trying to get a good base built. Once he gets a good base built, he can level it off, then he'll be able to run full speed. But until then, he just got to be slow and meticulous with it. Ideally, you'd want a big dozer out here, which we've had a good dozer in this job, but last week the front idler went out, so we had to drop it off, run it to the shop this morning, and it's got to get a new idler put in, and had a few hydraulic leaks needed to be fixed, so we got the other dozer. It's on the way. It'll be here in a little while, but it's just more of a finished dozer, a little 450G and 450J. But a great dozer, but just it's more of a finished dozer. It's not made to move a lot of dirt like what we need right now. So we're just gonna move it with the 2 excavators and get us a bit of a road base laid down so that we can start crossing with that tractor and that pan. So once we get this down, then, you know, Josh, he'll be able to run scrape off both sides, both embankments, pull dirt off both sides, and get this temporary dam raised up, get it done today. That way tomorrow we can start cutting in the core. I say that. We may wait till Wednesday morning. We still got to get a lot of good clay piled up to lift the core back with. So I feel like we'll do that first. This is a little bit more of a sandier dirt here. You can see on those banks on the other side, it's a deep red clay. That's the ideal material for a core. It's a good, thick material, packs really, really well, seals off. We'll use that material over there for the core, so we got to get it stockpiled, and I'm sure tomorrow that's what we'll do, stockpile it down here where we're working and have it ready to flip over into the core trench when we dig it out on Wednesday morning. So starting to drizzle on us a little bit, a little rain. I'm not projecting very much rain today, but I think we'll be all right. We can still work in this drizzle. It's not going to hurt us. It's not going to hurt the road. So we're going to stay with it. Josh has got a pretty good pile of dirt, clay built up for us here. Kind of show you around all out here to my side, out in front of me. So what we're doing is Josh, he's down here on the cat right now, and we're just shuffling dirt. I'm throwing dirt off this pile to him, and he's grabbing it and going across the drain with it. We're trying to get a decent road base laid down so we can cross with the tractor in the pan. We can just move dirt so much faster with that tractor and pan, but we got to have decent ground to run on. So that's what we're doing, is getting this clay moved across right now. I may get on this bottom side. I can pull a lot of this dirt down here to me on the bottom. Plus I'll be out of his way down here so he can keep running. There we go. we had a much larger cat. We had a 326. The 326 had like a 2.5 yard bucket. It was great for moving a lot of dirt, but we just were kind of at a point that the cost of that 326 did not justify what dirt we were moving right now. If we were loading a lot of trucks or something like that, then we would have kept the 326, but really not moving a whole lot of dirt. So, I mean, let me back up, put that in perspective. We are moving a lot of dirt. We got to move about 100,000 yards for this dam, but majority of that is going to be moved with that tractor and pan, so not with an excavator. So that's why we turned in the 326 and dropped down to this 320. But you know, we still got the deer. We've got a 4-foot bucket that we run on that deer. So looks like the rain starting to settle in a little bit as well, which we knew they were calling for this afternoon, rain showers. So, but not much, just light rain, less than a 1/4 inch. That's why we decided to go ahead and move all this dirt today, get this done, because the next 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, they're showing sunshine and then heavy rains coming in Thursday and Friday. So that's why we made the decision to go ahead and get this temporary dam put in now. Give us Tuesday and Wednesday to get our core put in, and then they do what it wants to do Thursday and Friday. We'll be in good shape. That good red clay right there, that's what we're going to use for that core. You see how good red thick that is? It's ideal for coring a dam. That's what we're after, and we'll use all that tomorrow and Wednesday to actually get started on our core. that now. Give him a little bit more room. Oh yeah, that's a whole lot better. That tractor just so wide, you gotta have a lot of room for that thing to go through. Just helps widen that stuff out, gives him a little bit more room to run, and then he can run a little bit wider on that pan. I'm back in this mud hole. Just trying to get the last of this slop worked out. We've got a trench cut right under my excavator here. Just trying to force all this mud slop on out down this trench behind us on down out of here where we can work it next couple days. think these are, it's probably the wettest we've been all year. Well, not all year, since summer. It's been dry, man. We're here in East Texas. It's like central East Texas. Half a mile, not half a mile, 30 minutes, half an hour from Louisiana. And man, we just had a lot of rain in the spring. Even early summer we had a lot of rain, above average. But man, it's been dry all late summer into the fall. I think we averaged maybe an inch of rain a month through no rain, as far as I know, August and September. We got about an inch in October. Here we are, first day of December, before it finally started getting just a little bit wet. But it's been a while since we worked in the mud, I can say that. Something we're accustomed to being in East Texas. We got mud to deal with 6 months out of the year probably, but not this year. It's pretty dry.